Hey guys, what's going on? Let's see. Okay. Marriage and wedding. Something with a marriage and a wedding. I just saw a Cancer pop up. Cross. There's a Cancer that could be the Antichrist. We have a serial killer. So there's something with a marriage and a serial killer. Okay. I do see something about predictive programming. Somebody may be trying to control you guys. Remember, somebody's trying to predict what you do. Something about predictions. There's a Pisces that comes up reversed here. There's something with a marriage, a serial killer. Some of you guys could be married or marrying a serial killer who could be a Pisces. Maybe this person didn't tell you. This person actually could be born. What is it? I don't know if that's a 6. Somebody could be born on the 6th. Somebody could be born on the 6th. Somebody could be a Pisces. Or maybe that's I'm not sure what that is. It could be a 9. I'm looking at it and it looks like it's looks like a 6. I don't know what that is. Looks like a 6. Give me more. Use weapons. Alright, some of you might have to use weapons against a serial killer. This could be your spouse. I don't know if somebody's spouse is going crazy or something like that, or some of you guys are engaged to, or there's a serial killer who is wanting to come near you. You're being advised to use weapons. I kind of get you need to protect yourself from this person. Somebody's name could start with an H. Give me more, please. Give me more. Alright, something about the Antichrist. Something about a wedding, the Antichrist. I see Antichrist, but the cross is reversed. So somebody may not believe in Christ, or somebody might be the Antichrist, especially if it says serial killer here. I don't know what that's about. You guys would know what that means. You have the 5 of Swords. Somebody may have tried to take something from you. Somebody actually got caught in the act of doing something. Somebody may have gotten caught in the act of actually trying to off somebody, if you will. Right? Somebody who is the Antichrist. This person could be married. This person could be an air killer, Pisces. Somebody could be born on the 6th. Somebody needs to use weapons. Build a resort on a ranch. Somebody's building a resort on a ranch. Right? So maybe this is your own private ranch and you're building a resort. I don't know if that's for money purposes, financial purposes. This is something about corruption reversed. Maybe this will avoid corruption, or you don't want somebody to find out about your corruption. There's something with numbers here. I'm confused about what that looks like a 9 to me. It could be a 9. Somebody could be born on the 9th. I don't know. Somebody's a vampire. Somebody might be taking your energy. Their name might start with an H. This person is corrupt and they're trying to hide it. This person is not going to confess to something, or they're trying their best not to confess. There might be somebody trying to stop somebody from confessing something. Give me more. Alright, somebody, it could be a Taurus. Now that energy that comes up, somebody's name could start with a W, or somebody's name, somebody could be a W, a Taurus whose name starts with a W. Any more? Conspiracy. Wow, here we go. How many astronauts participated in Project Serpo Alien Exchange Program? Something significant about the number 12 with aliens. Somebody could be a Taurus. Somebody's name could start with a W. This could be somebody from your family. Your family could be building a resort. The main person over the project could be a Pisces. There's something with corruption and weapons, though. So I don't know if this somebody's building a resort on their ranch to actually house weapons. Hold on. Election interference. There's somebody's family who's part of, or there's something with somebody's family. There's this corruption that they don't want you to know about, and it might be with election fraud. Somebody's going to try to suck your energy. Somebody's not going to confess to something. If you ask these people, they're probably going to lie. They have some hidden knowledge. They're going to lie and say, oh no, somebody, I don't know. Somebody's name could start with an H. Alright, defend them. You guys are being advised to defend somebody. I don't know if you're an attorney, lawyer, friend. I don't know who you are. It says defend them. So whatever that means to you. A fire. There could have been a fire somewhere. It could have been started by somebody's name starts with a W, a Taurus. Give me more. Something about a soul contract. It might have been broken. Maybe somebody made a soul contract with somebody who's an alien. I don't know. Somebody's birthday could start on the 12th. Something about somebody's family is a female. Okay, there's a soul contract with a female in your family. And it might have something about melon. Somebody could be in Canada. Okay, so somebody could be Canadian. I'm going to put that right there. Somebody might like watermelon. Alright, we have something about a river that comes out reversed. Something happened at a river or a body of water. Alright, nobody was supposed to know about this. Something that happened in the family. Something could have been done to clear up something having to do with election fraud. I don't know what that means. Give me more. Rest in peace, Wheeler. Something about Wheeler. That could be a hall. Somebody could vote in Wheeler. You know, one of those places where you go to vote. There's some sort of abuse and neglect that comes up. Abuse, neglect. You're being advised that you need to defend somebody who's been abused and neglected, whoever you are. Give me more about this person. Somebody's name starts with an H. You're being advised you have to defend somebody. Who fell? You guys are going to receive a letter. Could be from somebody whose name starts with an I here. It's just I saw it on the ground. You know how they fall. So there's a letter coming from somebody. Somebody might receive a letter and you may have to help defend somebody here. Then they might start with an L. I don't know what all this is. I'm just calling stuff out. If it triggers you, good. The answer is no. There's something with a no. I don't know. Maybe somebody guys told you no. Invest in a casino. Something about a casino. Abuse, neglect. You're going to defend them. Somebody, again, this is Pisces. I'm going to leave that there. It keeps coming up Pisces. So far I have Pisces. I have Taurus. I have Pisces twice, Taurus. I have the letter L. I have W-H-I. W-H-I. Whatever that is. Anything else? Yeah, somebody is not afraid, so don't worry. Somebody's not in fear anymore, but they are angry. Somebody's not in fear, but they're angry because of fraud. This fraud could have been pulled off at a school. Somebody might have access to your information, your kids' information, something about fraud at a school, but it has to do with money. It's financial fraud. Somebody tried to play with your money. Murder or you see that, right? We have that. That falls under Pisces. Somebody from the church, or this could be the church. Something about an or side church. Take the helicopter. I had one message that said don't take the helicopter. It was reversed, I think. But this one says take the helicopter. Whatever that's about. Somebody didn't get warned about something. There was no notice, no warning about a situation. I want to see you so bad. I don't know who that is. I never met anyone like you before. Everybody I meet is just like you. So don't call the media. Do not tell the media about this suicide. There's an alarm. Don't call the ambulance. We're going to take care of it on the ranch. There's a bunch of things being taken care of on the ranch. I am not talking to you, I'm not talking to others about you. There's something about something being done on a ranch. Just like a whole secret operation going on a ranch. Somebody doesn't want you guys to know how sad they are. Somebody's name could start with a D. They don't want you to know how sad they are. This is somebody who does not also, they don't want you to know about a family meeting had. D could be for dad. Two of Cups, there could have been a breakup. This could have been about a marriage. The breakup of a marriage, Two of Cups, High for around. Or there's some breakup and something could be going to court. And there's an upgrade at the bunkhouse. So somebody could be moving back home to the ranch, to the bunkhouse after a divorce. That's the weirdest story. Weird. Maybe give you some messages. There's a few little messages there. These over here. Looks like a big pile I gotta put back in place. Is there anything else? Tell me what I need to know about this story. Or okay, we have the Emperor. So this could be somebody's father. I feel like the story is extending. I do. I feel like it's the same thing. I feel like this is it's that leadership energy, it's that father energy, somebody who's very supportive, they're there for you. This could be the same father figure or family member that plays out in this read with this, right? So this is somebody who we respect. They plan well. They're a father figure. Give me more. Tell me about the Emperor. What do we need to know so I can close this out? Having to do with a body of work, somebody's work. Somebody might be spending too much time on work, at work. There could be somebody here, could be an Aries energy. Somebody may have, how can I explain this? Maybe they said that their work, maybe they said your work is theirs. I feel like whatever this is, it's in court. Or there could be some sort of a father who's working very hard, or a father who's working so much that maybe he's neglecting something, but I'm really not getting that. What I'm getting is somebody could be in court over somebody's work or something like that I see. That's what it looks like. Somebody's work has to do with this. I also see some information here about some unseen problems that come up. Some of you guys might get some sort of notice. You guys are, yeah, that could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's something with Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo that plays out here too. But some of you guys might get some sort of notice or something about somebody's work. There's something coming up with you guys. I don't know who this is. What is this? Yeah. Somebody's wishes weren't fulfilled. I feel like somebody's going to court. I feel like somebody wanted some kind of happiness in a situation. Somebody's health might be at question right now. Like somebody might be in bad health. There's a message coming in about creating something. Fool. Somebody wants to take a chance because they're unhappy at the moment. So somebody, Aries, is willing to take some sort of chance on work. But now they can't move on to calmer waters. Okay. So something's in the courthouse with all this. And it feels like whoever this is, they can't move on to calmer waters. I am getting the major arcanas that come up, Emperor and Fool, which are both Aries. Somebody cannot move on. It was a message that came through. It was something that was new. It was something, it could have been somebody younger. They had some sort of an idea. Whatever this idea was, what's this idea that they had? Something, idea of an Empress. I have an idea. Empress, give me more. What is it? Clarify, what's the idea? The message could have been about an Empress. Actually, the Page of Wands tells me there could have been a message about an Empress. Somebody said that an Empress was sick. Somebody took some sort of a risk when they did something, and now they can't move on to calmer waters. This person is now juggling. Two of Pentacles coming out reversed. Could be multitasking, not sure what to do with their money, willing to take on small jobs. Seven of Cups, somebody made the wrong decision. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, when they came up and did something to this Empress. I believe this is the Empress's work. And I feel like this is in court, too. Give me the Six of Swords and the Fool. Why can't they move on from this decision? I know they made a bad decision. The decision that this person made was never going to work. It was not feasible. Alright, and they made the wrong choice. Somebody could have chosen... Well, they chose to scam, actually. That's what it looks like. I don't want to say that. Ace of Wands. Somebody chose the wrong sexual partner, and now they can't move on. I told you sickness shows up here. Nine of Cups reverse is poor health. That's because they went out and they did the do with somebody. They was getting it in. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's Aries, Leo, Sag all over these reads. Somebody went out and did something. Now they can't move on to calmer waters. Give me, clarify Six of Swords and Two of Pentacles. Judgment. I made an error in judgment. Confirmation. It's the same thing. At the end of the day, there's somebody here who made some sort of an error in judgment of how they were supposed to handle some situation. Somebody lied on an Empress, gave the wrong information, said that she or he is sick with the Ace of Wands, and come to find out this person is a liar. You see how that goes? Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you in a bit. Bye.